Hey, good morning, Morter Marchers. I'm Dr. Ted Morter. Thank you for being with me here today on this wonderful day after Easter. A moment of silence for the Pope that just passed. My goodness gracious. And I was thinking today, and Jana and I were up early this morning, and she was drinking a cup of tea, and I had my coffee, and we were reading in a book that we read from every day, and, formulating our day and our path forward for what's going to happen this morning and this week and this month and the rest of our lives as we reflect and think about what we're grateful and thankful for and helping others along the path as well. And it was interesting today that there's been things that have happened in our world that it's hard to explain, things that have happened in our personal lives that I don't really understand, but it's okay. It's all right. You have to move forward. You have to, pull yourself up, as they say, and just keep on going, and look forward to the next things that's going to come in your life. Look forward to the next chapter in your life. Look forward to things that are coming your way, and observe the things that are happening to you, that are really happening for you, to acknowledge and to reflect and say, oh, that's the lesson for that. That's where I might have made a mistake about something that I was putting myself onto, or assuming that responsibility for, or being able to, quote, fix that. Me, and I admit this, I'm a fixer, or I think I'm a fixer, but truth be told, you can't really fix anything, except you got to work on yourself. You got to fix yourself. And I guess that's what this journey is all about, truthfully. And it's always about looking forward to the next chapter. I read people's posts sometimes on Facebook or on social media, if I'm reading something from friends, and sometimes I'm very disturbed. I'm disturbed by what I'm reading. I'm like, wow, what happened to you? You fell into this victim trap, and all of a sudden, you believe that your life's in turmoil and you don't know where you're headed next. And I don't know. It's just, I listen to these things, and Jan and I talk about it, we discuss it. And so we're reading in this book this morning and it's always appropriate. Each day is a new day. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So listen to this one. I want to read this to you. I normally don't do this on my post, because I would read this and talk about it and see what it means to me. But I wanted to read this word for word so you would hear what this is about. And I think it might make some sense to you. I hope so. Those of you that are looking for something to, in your life, where's it headed? How are you doing? Are you on the right path? Are you running aground? Is your ship hitting the sandbar? Or are you just really need to slow down a little bit and take a breath and lower your shoulders? Listen to this. Says it's okay to disappear for a while to work on yourself. It's okay to disappear for a while and start over. Okay? It's okay to wipe the slate clean and begin again. Okay? The world as we see it today does not give us the grace for the normal transitions you're meant to go through. Well, okay, yeah. You need to create space within your life to signify your internal growth, to mark for yourself the end of one chapter and the beginning of another. So when we read this, it was so appropriate. We're like, oh my gosh, because I don't understand why some things are happening and some things that I have no control over, really. I don't understand all of that. But you know what? It opens the door for something new. Anything, that's always true. When a door closes, another opens. You've heard these sayings. And it's really true that when you have to stop and reflect for a period of time, it opens up new creative processes in your brain, and it opens up new possibilities for change and for evolvement and for growth, and to help other people and help yourself. You got to help yourself first and then help others, Put your mask on first in the airplane with the oxygen before you help anybody else. And that's so true. So it's okay to be you. Just do you. Just do you. I've heard that saying before, and it really made sense to me today. Just do you. So how does that reflect on your life and the chapters in your life and things that may be coming forward that you need to acknowledge? You need to say, okay, this is a new chapter in my life. This is something else that I'm going to partake of now. And it's a path to follow down, or it's a new idea. It's a new goal, a new dream. I'm a dreamer. Jan and I both are big dreamers. We dream about, our community. We dream about our family. We dream about Morter Farm here and how we're going to, steward this land and this property, and we think about Rogers, and we think about our town and how we've lived here all of our lives, most of our lives, and we're very proud and very happy to be part of all this endeavor. And chapters come along, and we're saying, okay, hey, maybe this didn't work out the way you thought it was going to work out for that, but it's okay because now you can do this. And maybe you weren't meant to be doing that. Maybe you weren't meant to do them. Maybe you're supposed to do you. Just a thought to do you. So when I say that, now maybe you understand that when possibilities come along your way, and you may observe them as problems or challenges or situations you don't have control over, well, just be in charge of you. Be in charge of you. Be in charge of how you respond, how you react, and how you are, portraying yourself out to your family and your community. Are you a model that people would like to mentor afterwards or are you just kind of a chip in the gear and it's a click when it goes around? It's up to you to decide what's best for you. You do you. So it's okay. It's okay to move on. It's okay for a new chapter. It's okay for great things that can come your way. Look at them as potential possibilities instead of problems. That's a PPP. Possibilities versus problems. It's all up here. This is the difference between a problem and a possibility. Tom, my brother, always says no means yes. And what that means is when you're talking with someone about something and they say no, they obviously just don't understand where you're coming from or what the importance of this would be. Or you need to just turn the chapter and go to the next chapter and say, okay, it didn't work over in that angle, but guess what's going to work over here? It's going to be amazing. Because your life is amazing. Your existence here on this planet is amazing. Good morning, Dorothy. Gosh, good to see you on here, Dolly. It's good to see you. I appreciate you, honey. So it's amazing. There's amazing things that are going to happen. I never stop growing if I can possibly, do anything I can. Last week I did my post from out there at the timber frame program I was at 5 days. It was intense. Let me tell you what, those timbers are heavy, and I had a great appreciation now for what it involves to build a barn like this one and the one that we have out there, the event barn. It's an amazing process. That was something else to learn, something brand new. 5 days of my life. Right before our big Easter party we had here yesterday, it was Saturday. It was a great weekend, a great time. It's always possibilities to learn. This week, I'm going to fly to Salt Lake City. I'm going to learn a lot of new things out there that are going to have a huge impact on Morter Health System and huge impact on our practitioners and our instructors and people that have followed us for years and years. Hey, Luke, but how's everything in Canada? Oh my gosh, good to see you on there. I appreciate you, buddy. But there's so many exciting things that can come our way if we just are ready for the next chapter. If we open the door to possibility. And we don't get bogged up in all the little idiosyncrasies that happen every single day, every day. And that tends to bog us down because we're right emotionally tied to that. We're like, I got to fix that. This is my life. I got to do this. I got to. No, you don't. Turns out you don't. Turns out all you need to do is take a breath, do some 4-square breathing, rhythmic breathing, lower your shoulders, dream on bigger, dream about possibilities of what it could be. And remember that nobody else is going to create your dream for you. It's as simple as that. If you got a dream, it's yours. You formulated it, you conjured it up, and now it's your dream. And people will want to steal your dream. People will say, no, you can't do that. No, it's not a good idea. No, why would you want to do that? No, that's not the way it's always been done. No, that's not the best way to do it. No, we've never done it that way. What makes you think you could do it now when you couldn't do it before? See, these are dream stealers in your life. It could be your family, could be your parents, could be your grandparents, could be your kids, could be your siblings, could be work people, workmates that you're there with, close friends. They can all be dream stealers. Hey, Sherry, how you doing? They're all dream stealers. So don't let anybody steal your dreams. Flip the chapter and go to the next page and say, you know what? Piss off. Get away from me. Go somewhere else. Do not come into my life. Do not be part of my life. And they only can be part of your life if you invite them in, if you let them in. You made that choice. Why? Because you have a lesson to learn. Learn the lesson. And once you do, hopefully you won't have to learn it again and again and again and again. So, as I said in the very beginning, and I read from this book, it's okay to change. It's okay to be still. It's okay to stop for just a moment and lower your shoulders and make space to find yourself. Make space to say, this is what I'm really all about. This is what feels good to me. This is what's good in my life. This is what's important. And listen to the signs. Listen to the signs that come to your world every single day as they pop in there, say, what does this mean? What's it trying to tell me? I was watching a video this morning as I was sitting there drinking my coffee, and it was a post that someone made about a young soldier that had been killed, and he was in he's in his coffin, and he was coming back home, and his parents were there and to greet the coffin at the airplane, and it was just a heart-wrenching story. And as I read this story, there were just literally tears streaming down my face about this family and what the pilot of the plane did to acknowledge what the great sacrifice that was made for this young soldier, and how he was treated respectfully. And I don't know why. I don't know why it makes me cry when I see these things. When I go to a ball game and I see the planes fly over a stadium, I tear up. I don't know why. I've never been in the service. Maybe it's from a past life. I don't know. But it gets me. So I pay attention to those things. That's important. Things that do that to you, they give you goosebumps all over your body, that make you just uncontrollably cry and sob. It's because somebody's telling you something. That it's out there. The energy's out there. It's coming through. And you can either listen to it or you can push it down the side and say, you know what? I don't care about that. I'm going to do this my way. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to make this happen. Stop. You're not going to make anything happen except make yourself sick. So these are things that I just listened to. And I appreciate you letting me rant about this today. But it's important. It's important for you to be able to shift to the next chapter in your life if that's what's appropriate for now. It might be changing your job. It might be changing your spouse. It might be talking with someone who you haven't talked to in a long, long time. I don't know what that means to you, but it's the next chapter. Time for the next chapter, maybe for you. I don't know. So that's my topic for today. You be you. It's okay to be you. Take the time to lower your shoulders and be you. Figure out what it is for you. Well, they say do the work. I don't really know what all that means, but I think that's part of it, about how to do, quote, do the work. It's really about finding out who you are inside and what you're really on this planet for, and who you're here to influence, and how you're here to respect and honor self. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking anyway. So today, I'm going to be thankful and grateful. I'm going to do this Morter March, and I'm going to be thankful and grateful for the next chapter. I don't know what it is. Have no idea. I'm not looking for a new chapter. But if it comes and knocks on my door, I think I'm going to answer the door, and I'm going to show up, and I'm not going to be in my pajamas. I'll be ready to go. And encourage you the same thing. When these opportunities knock, show up, and don't be in your pajamas. That's a good quote. I didn't make that up. I think it was Lynn Grabhorn did that. Excuse me, your life is waiting. I think she said that. I'd have to ask Roland, but I think that's what it was. Enjoy your life. Be thankful and grateful for the next chapter. That's what I'm doing my march today. I went longer than I normally do, but you know what? You're worth it. I'm worth it. I'm worth it. And people that don't want to support me, or you, or your family, put them out of your life and find some other people. Find some new homies, as they say. I'm thankful and grateful for the next chapter in my life. I'm thankful and grateful for the next chapter in my life. I like that. My hair is going away. What's not turning gray is turning loose. That's probably a sign for a new chapter. I got a feeling it's going to be better than the last chapter. The chapters of 67 years of chapters. What are you thinking about? Just a thought. All right, I'm going to start with my left foot out. My right arm's going up. I'm going to be thankful and grateful for the next chapter in my life. I'm thankful and grateful for the next chapter in my life. I'm thankful and grateful for the next chapter in my life. Oh, that feels good. I'm just going to kind of hold that. I encourage you to do that too. When it feels good, just hold the position. I'm thankful and grateful for the next chapter in my life. Thankful and grateful for the next chapter in my life. Next chapter in my life. That was one. We're going to do three. Thankful and grateful for the next chapter in my life. Thankful and grateful for the next chapter in my life. I am thankful and grateful for the next chapter in my life. Halfway done. I'm thankful and grateful for the next chapter in my life. I am thankful and grateful for this chapter that's before me in my life. I'm thankful and grateful for my life. I'm thankful and grateful for all these things. Thankful and grateful for the next chapter in my life. I'm thankful and grateful. I'm thankful and grateful. I'm thankful and grateful for the next chapter as it unfolds in my life. as it's presented to me. It's laid down before me. I am thankful and grateful for it, and I accept it. I bring it in. Whew, that's some heavy stuff. Hope you guys can figure it out for yourselves. Be you. I'll see you next Monday. Bye.